We're here at the Bellator London press conference, Royal Garden Hotel. President of Bellator MMA, Scott Coker. Scott, how you doing? Thanks for joining us today.
Yeah, I'm happy to be here. Thank you.
We just had arguably one of the craziest Bellator press conferences I've ever seen between Paul Daley and MVP. No, they're not fighting, but there's definitely a lot of bad blood there.
Yeah, I mean, they're already fighting. It's just with words. But, we have a great fight for Paul. And, his goal was to get to the title. I said, well, then you have to fight Rory. And then the fighter that wins that fight can fight, Lima for the title. And I think this is really important to Paul. MVP, we'll have a matchup for him probably the next 5-6 days. But listen, there's heat on those guys, and that fight will happen. But it'll just be the right time before we make that fight happen.
You say the exact same thing that Paul's basically saying. I don't turn down MVP. That's his words. I just turned down MVP right now.
Yeah.
Was it just basically the better option for the title? He has to go through Rory. There was no questions there.
Yeah, absolutely. When we signed Rory, we said internally he should fight Paul Daley. That's going to be a fight. That's going to be an amazing fight. And I think that's a fight that worldwide fans will want to see. Yeah, are they disappointed maybe here a little bit that they're not fighting each other? But we throw 28 fights a year.
Yeah.
That fight can happen maybe towards the end of the year.
How long have you been sitting on Rory McDonald? Because fans have, he was fully recovering. He had a big 2016 start to it anyway. Signing with you guys, it was a huge deal, but there was no urgency from you to say, right, Rory, you need to be in the cage. Was that respect from Bellator's, behalf, showing that, Rory McDonald, you've been in some wars, you need to go and rest up?
Yeah, when we signed him, we knew he was injured, and he had some surgeries and trying to heal up. So we knew that going into it, and we thought that, listen, let him wait till he's ready. Now he's ready, and he's already started his training camp, and this is a fight I'm really looking forward to. It's going to be amazing.
When did the first talk about this happen between you, Rory's camp, and Daley's camp?
I mean, this only happened like a week ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
170, of course.
Yeah, I mean, it's we didn't think Rory was to be ready, But I got a call from Rich probably 4 or 5 days ago and said, "Hey, Rory's in. If you want to fight him for Daley, he'll come to London and fight." So, one of our goals is to get Rory here in the next 2 weeks and have him come meet all you guys and see what he's like, because he's an interesting character too, man. He's great.
Yeah. Every single time you guys come over here, I was at the first press conference, the British Invasion in the Channel 5 studios. Then we went over, the next one with Koscheck and Paul, and now we're here every single time. More media, more attention on Bellator. You talk about international expansion. Is it good to see that, you are coming here every time, and there's a visible difference, more media talking about you, and the fans are happier as well?
I think that when I was here last time, I got the sense from the reporters and some of the fans, like, when are you guys going to come back? I mean, you guys are just going to come here and once a year you'll be here doing your thing and then taking off. And I said, no, the difference is this is owned by Viacom, and Viacom owns Channel 5. Viacom owns Spike UK. Why would we not be here? There's some great fighters here, and I think that we're gonna really mine. I call it mining for that next star, and I believe that the talent that's come out of here so far has been phenomenal. But I think there's more gems out there, and we're gonna go dig for them.
100%, you're correct. One last thing I want to touch upon. Last year we were supposed to have the fantastic, amazing Kimbo Slice fight here in the UK. Unfortunately, he passed away and we weren't able to have him over here. But, looking at what Kimbo managed to do for Bellator and bringing in the highest ever ratings and the legacy he's left behind, I just want to get your thoughts on the human being that was Kimbo Slice.
You know what? It was a real shocker, and I remember one of the reporters asked me, "You seem like you're still in shock a little bit about that." And I said, "Yeah, I am." It was like somebody just punched you in the gut, and all the air went out. And because I had just talked to him, that morning, and he said to me, he said, "Hey, I'm gonna get out of here. This is all bullshit. I'm getting out of here. These guys are nuts." And I'm like, okay, I thought he was telling me the truth. Yeah. I thought he was gonna be fine, But not only was he the highest rated for us, he's the highest rated fighter ever. Think about that, and it's because of who he was. I mean, he was a guy that was, he was a fighter, but he just had that charisma, man. He had that X factor. You don't know what it is, people just gravitate towards him and want to see him. And I think in CBS back in the heyday, when I think it was Pro Elite's heyday, he fought on a fight card that did, I want to say 7.3 million. That's a record that maybe never could be beaten. We'll see. But the guy was such a soft-hearted guy, but yet a scary guy. You know what I mean? So he had this like personality that he said I could be Kimbo, or I could just be like the guy that my wife bosses around at home, and you're just like, wow, this is really crazy. But I will say this, we were really good friends, man. I really miss the guy. He's like our family. But I'm really proud that his son chose to come with us, and I'll tell you now, he's going to come fight here on the card. So yeah, Baby Slice will come fight here in London on the 19th. He'll be on one of the fights on the card.
That's going to be very special.
Yeah, very special because I think we just felt like, look, we said we're going to deliver him, so now we're going to deliver him. So.
That's a really amazing story, Scott. Thank you so much for your time, and we cannot wait till May 19th. Thank you so much.
It's been great. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.